What is up, Ham Radio? Kilo Echo 8, Papa Zoo November, the Ham Radio Adventure Guy. Thanks for stopping by, your one stop for everything Adventure Radio. It is Sunday, time for a little bit of shenanigans.
It is. It is. Hey, before we thank the Patreons, why are you riding a dinosaur?
Because the weather is kind of prehistoric right now. So
I got you.
I feel like the comet just struck Earth, and we're in a natural freeze here in West Virginia. and I'll talk all about that. I don't know why I'm riding a dinosaur. Probably because these guys right here give me money to ride dinosaurs from park to park. And when you ain't got a vehicle, sometimes you got to take a dinosaur around and do what you got to do to keep these guys happy. And we had a big burst in Patreons after the last stream, so welcome Ronnie and Bob and Larry, who jumped all the way to King's Court right off the bat, and Kurt was right before them jumping in. But Larry found out a little bit about. Let me go ahead and thank the YouTube members first, and we'll talk about Larry. But thanks to these guys right here, and you know what, the rover and the activator are feeling lonely, so I'm getting ready to up their bonus with something really cool. The Patreons already have it, but we're gonna add something to that. We're gonna add the POTA activators, and the POTA rovers are now eligible for the POTA spotlight on the POTA page. So,
nice.
We're going to add that to them, and maybe they won't be so lonely, because that's worth a couple extra dollars for sure. And then the Adventure Club, Miss Toby, Alpha Delta 2 Charlie Delta, with the big jump up with an all-stream donation. She pulls into the second spot. Terry, is she knocking on the door? What's she doing? You never know. But thank you very much, Toby. We appreciate you. But yeah, riding a dinosaur in these prehistoric weather conditions, because the other day it was warm as could be, and now it's quite frigid here in West Virginia. And now, mind you, it's not frigid as in the temperature, but when you drop a drastic drop, anything can seem frigid. Just
That's
like
true.
last year we found out in Florida, and it's not as bad as that. Find out. Last year it was 90 degrees before we went to Olino the day before, and the next day it was like 50 degrees, and that was really, really cold. Well, it's went from about 76 degrees to about 50 degrees here, and that makes it pretty frigid. And I found out that my fingers do not work as well doing CW when they're really cold. I've been noticing an increasing mess up in my CW activations, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really move your fingers well, I guess, and you have to kind of have some dexterity to run CW.
Although, I did have a squirrel hunter come out of the woods, and on my activation yesterday, and he said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Doing a little bit of ham radio." He said, "That's not something you see in the woods normally." I said, "Probably not."
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I just kept on going. He seemed a little like, what is this guy doing ham radio on top of the mountain for? Because I literally was on top of the world pretty much.
Yeah.
But I've been doing that a lot lately because I've been working some 20 meters, and when I go high, it seems to work. I get good signal reports, especially from Dan. I don't think I've hit Dan under 25 over in the last
not on 20 so. Not on 20 meters. You haven't. You've been blistering down here.
Been a good time. That's for sure.
It's been crazy on 20 meters down here. You've been just smoking it.
Yeah, but Larry fit right in. He jumped into the King's Court Patreon. He got his room, and he got a nice friendly welcome in his room, of course, from me. But he figured it out. He's like, "Hey, wait, I'm a Patreon now," And then he pulls the classic golf Quebec. He says, if you're taking how did he say it? Anyway, he said, if you're taking requests for certain parks, I need one more at.
Oh, he did it. If it's not too much trouble.
Hey, that's fine. I absolutely love when people do it, but it's great, you know. And I'll help other people too. But the Patreons seem to know, hey, we pay this guy. Let's get him to get us an award faster than somebody else.
That's great. Yeah, he said it worked, didn't
it? Luckily, he needed something in my rotation. Terry will be like, hey man, I still need 75 more at this park you've already eagled and never go to anymore. Can you hook me up with 75 more Q shows?
Yeah, like I need one more in Delaware.
Yeah, well, Delaware's not going to happen, and we'll be. You know, we could start a Delaware tier. You know, if you want in the Delaware tier and you want to pay, you know, $400 a month Patreon fee, I'll do that for Delaware too.
We'll do whatever state you want.
Must be a member at least 3 months before making requests.
Yeah, there you go. I need one in Utah. You go, yeah, no problem.
You know, that's a possibility because you know I do want to go to Southern Utah next summer. So yeah, my nose is even running. I tell you, I don't like this stuff. I think it's about time for me to take a snowbird trip or something.
I think we're missing out here. That's a good point.
There we go. The Hawaii tier too.
2,000 a month.
2,000 a month.
Now, if anybody in this chat tells me they don't have Sand Island, I'm just going to lose it. So it has to be another Hawaii park. Can't be Sand Island because that one's activated like every day.
That's funny stuff. So what have you been into, man?
Man, not a lot. Man, a lot of yard work and living life and hunting a little bit here and there, but been having fun. Chasing you around. And I'm glad you're so loud on 20 meters because I can be out and about in the middle of town and still hit you in the mobile. So
yeah, and you never know when you're chasing me around with my ride condition lately. You know, one day I might do 9 parks, and the next day I might do 1, and you got to be there for that 1. Mm-hmm. So it's crazy. Some of the guys that's in the PZN challenge, they'll kind of message me or text me or whatever, and oh look there, my camera's frozen up. So
did it?
Yeah,
yeah. That's a good mug shot though. I mean, at least it didn't freeze when you're like, holding your tongue out weird or anything.
So. That's okay. We'll get that fixed really quick.
But I like that picture a lot better. Yeah,
I look a lot more attractive there. I will agree.
Yeah,
But
what does Charlie Golf Charlie say? I like the way the light hits your hair or something like
that. I can't remember.
The first time he ever said that, man, it took me a minute to process what he said, and it was incredible. It was great. Golf Alpha Reese Cup. What's going on, man? What is that? A chicken? I can't tell what that is.
So sometimes when you are a Patreon and you're in the chill pad late at night and you're in there hanging out, things happen, and
that's very true.
Boy, my camera is just not wanting to work really well today. I don't know what's going on.
But yeah, you say your hair looks nice the way the light is hitting it.
That's we go. What it says. But me and Golf Alpha Reese Cup and somebody else was in there, and I don't even remember the conversation. I do remember what it was about, but ever since that conversation, I have found out that David is a college football fan, and he's a big Gamecock fan. So every time he hunts me now, I say "Go Gamecocks,"
There you go.
Yeah, fun stuff.
Yeah.
Fun stuff.
Oh yeah. Okay. So all right. So David needs a park in Ukraine. So what's the Ukrainian tier?
the Ukraine. Listen, David should not be requesting anything because I work David on his stupid cootie key now. You know?
Did you get him?
So David was my mystery guy. He came through today, and it's funny because he come through and I heard it just fine, but it's because I knew what it was, I guess, and I just started laughing.
Oh, that's
I was
funny.
like, oh my goodness, yeah, good stuff. I actually worked him today on CW, and got he can be my one and only cootie key hunter as far as I'm concerned. They just sound weird to me. I don't. I'm just not. I guess I'm not good enough to do the cootie key thing yet. But
I'm not. It throws my brain into a loop if it's not.
And he's always strong. He's always got a strong signal. But like I would sit there and it'd work my head like 10 times. And then I just finally hit my CQ button again and go on. And then he'd call back and I'm like, man, I feel sorry for this guy.
Terry.
Oh, look there, member for 10 months. Just got signed in because he forgot his password.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's probably something really disturbing with Terry. I would hate to get in his password manager on his computer and see some of his passwords.
Peel the Peanut Butter Cup 2023.
That would be. Oh.
Kyle said he can't hear the stream because of the volume in this bar.
Speaking of Kyle, they just went out and did a activation a little bit ago.
Yeah.
Out of the Arches, him and Sterling, and I actually got to work him twice. It was quite funny because the first time I worked him, I was doing CW, and I happened to look in Discord as I was doing it, and I seen that Kyle was spotted. So after I went from 30 before I went from 30 to 40, but before I went to 40, I jumped over to SSB and I worked him. And Kyle got on there. And he's like, "Wow, you're in a park. That's outrageous, And I'm like, "Yeah, well, I seen you were activating, so I ran specifically to a park just to park you." And he's like, "Oh, are you using blah blah blah? Or are you using a recliner?" I said, "A recliner." But then I finished up that activation and hurried up and got to the next one, and I got him again at another park. So good stuff.
Somebody threw down the gauntlet.
Here we go. He will match the next donation of $33.33. So if somebody wants to donate $33.33, he'll match it. That sounds like a gauntlet to me. Oh. Mike's always a good donator.
Yeah, the weather's been changing. It was nice today. It was chilly this morning, and it got up into the upper 60s today. So it was a nice day. Supposed to get hot again tomorrow. So,
dude, I hope it gets warm tomorrow. I'm like over this stuff. Which it might be good for me walking and doing summits. Being this cold, I could, get some good hikes going on. But this time of the year, I wasn't thinking when I was putting off my summits till later in the year when it cooled down, because this time of the year is also hunting season. So,
might want to wear a vest.
So, yeah. I mean, now mind you, I'm in a bow only county, but I'll tell you right now, I don't want shot with a bow either.
No,
because they definitely would not feel good. They definitely would not feel good. All right, now somebody better take Mike up on that, because he's challenging you guys for sure.
That's what I did today too, Terry. I got a lot of work done in the yard and cut more limbs that are around the property from the hurricane and
so
drag into a big pile so we can burn them later.
when Terry works in the yard, I think what he does is he sets his auto CQ button was he just has like say Kilo Golf Quebec, and he sets it on the loop, and he just sets on a frequency where he thinks somebody might activate, and he'll just hit that button, and it's just over and over and over again.
He might. He might. I can just imagine Terry sitting in the just the middle of his just the middle of the front yard in a lawn chair with a milkshake, bringing all the boys to the yard. That's right.
Oh yeah, that might be a good meme to make.
Terry brings all the boys to the yard.
Terry actually pulled a Kent today though, so I showed up at a park. It had been, I don't know, an hour since my last park or something, and I say, is this frequency in use? Kilo 8 Golf Quebec, and I'm like, you didn't pull a Kent.
Yes, Hayden. Somebody said milkshake. Get your butt on here. Where you at, brother? I said milkshake, and he says, "Oh, there's Hayden." Oh, that's not quite it. Almost.
Yeah, it was 33-33, Eddie, but good try. Oh yeah.
Golf Alpha Research Cup says you'll have a better chance of surviving a bullet wound versus an arrow, and I can see that.
I can too.
Yeah,
I definitely can too.
Because the arrow, man, those the way the heads are shaped probably tear you up more than a bullet would.
Well, the bad thing is
depending on what type of bullet, I guess. I mean, you don't hunt with hollow points, so I guess, yeah.
The bad thing is the county that I'm in, they're pretty much shoot first and ask questions later.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've only got 5 more to do this year.
Yeah.
So we'll get it. We'll get her done, hopefully safely. But yeah, I got to thinking about that the other day. I was like, when I was up there doing POTA on top of the mountain and that squirrel hunter come walking, I was like, oh, it's almost deer season. Man, that's going to make for some interesting sodas. Because like I said, all the West Virginia sodas are just, at least in my area, they're just in the backwoods of nowhere. So, you got
So if you're filming a soda and you say, CQ Summit's on the air, Kilo Echo 8 Papa, and an arrow goes, are you still going to release a video with your reaction? Like, holy crap.
If I got shot, I probably definitely would have to try to release that video.
Hayden, buddy, what's up?
What's happening, guys?
We miss you.
How's it going, buddy?
Oh, it sucks.
They still got you working like hell?
Well, yeah, but in a good way. We had a big cable failure. We lost 4 cables because somebody decided to put in a new fire hydrant.
Oh.
So we've got 3 2,100 pair cables down and a 1,500 pair cable down. I've been working 12-hour and 14-hour days since Thursday. But you know what?
Call before you dig, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not in maintenance.
That's right.
There you go.
That's all that matters, right?
Yes, sir.
I bet you're tickled to death with that.
Oh, absolutely. I've been in manhole all since Thursday, displacing pairs.
James of the North. I don't think he. Yeah, you might want to text him again, just so we can hear it, over and over again. Oh man, good to see you, man.
Okay,
good to be seen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so because that's not going to show up on the stream, I got to see if I can get it to camera to focus on it.
Oh, all right. We do have a donation of $33.33.
There we go. That's showing up.
Yep.
There we go. $33.33 donated. Thank you very much, RFing around. I really just wanted James to message me like 4 or 5 more times so he had to hear that I'm your Huckleberry because he hates to hear that. And the bad thing is that's why I leave it on while I stream is to hear that, and then he donates. And It's funny because he's always like, "Why don't you turn your phone off?" And I'm like, because I gotta hear it when it goes off for donations, and then I'm not paying attention when he
That's the channel ringtone.
does.
Yes, the Duke of Alabama is in the house. Bang, bang.
Bang bang. He recently had a big POTA anniversary.
Yeah, potiversary.
So what have you guys been up to?
No good. A lot of shenanigans.
Parking.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out how to put hand warmers on my CW key.
Oh,
Was your phone going off the whole rove?
Yeah, it probably did go off a time or two on the roof, I would say.
Oh, that's great.
Most of them was Charlie telling me to tell James to get something besides a ham stick.
we didn't send him an Eagle One.
No, it's funny because James was in the chat the other night, and Charlie got to talking about his ham stick, and I was like, "Oh, poor James."
You said every town in Delaware has heard that crap by now.
You tell Delaware Huckleberry's coming.
That's right.
Oh, funny stuff.
You know, Toby, that's a good idea. I was thinking about something like a little housing that you can put over your key that you can pump, hot air to, and you stick your hand into the housing. That way your hand will stay warm. Like a warmer tent.
That's a good idea. So
Yeah.
here's the new HRAG challenge. Somebody needs to design me and send me a CW housing warmer to keep my fingers warm.
We can have something like make it run like off a 9-volt battery or something and some kind of heating element or something. Yeah,
or just a wool glove that fits, the key fits into and your hand fits into.
Yeah.
Like one of those muffs or whatever they were.
Yeah. Well, muffs are for the other stream, but yeah. That's a good point. Yeah.
But like one of those hand warmers where you put your hands in both sides or in either side.
Yeah.
Put a key in one end and your hand in the other.
Well, they make the
you know what, they make the ones that go all the way through.
The chemical ones too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's the match. Thank you very much, Mike, for the 3333.
Yeah, they make the chemical hand warmers because Eddie gave me one that you just basically shake it. It's like full of whatever beaded material, and you can just hold it in your hand and it gets hot. So.
But I wasn't thinking about it. I've actually got one, and I'm going to try that too. See, this is why I like throwing around stuff like that. I've got one of those that it actually goes around my neck and it sets up in front of me, and I can put both hands in it, and one can hold the key, and then I can pull the other out and log and go back in and send. There we go. Problem solved.
Yeah.
I think that'll work. Because I've been messing up a whole lot more when my fingers get cold. Not that I'm great anyway.
9-volt battery gloves. That sounds awesome, actually.
Yeah, but I'm from West Virginia. I'm going to sit there and keep sticking my tongue to the battery while I'm in the park instead of putting them in the glove, Toby.
That's true.
That's better than putting it to your forehead.
Oh, if you need parks, here you go. Three Amigos, 25 Park Road tomorrow.
Oh, there we go.
I'll be at work.
What? Are you guys off on Mondays now, or so, all of a sudden? Because like that,
I think they all retired. Actually,
well, James ain't retired. I didn't know Brian was. Tom's retired. I do know that, but I know James is not retired, and I didn't know that what Brian was.
Oh, that's right. It is Thanksgiving Day in Canada.
Thanksgiving.
So they're off.
Oh, there we go.
I think Monday's Columbus Day here.
Yeah.
Is that? Yeah.
I believe so.
The day that he sailed the ocean blue and came over and stole other people's crap.
It is a good day to be off then, because they're doing a 25 Park Rove, And here, let me look at this schedule here, because you're going to have a 2 operator. It's going to start in the morning, and there'll be a 2 operator twofer at 70.50 and 45.72, and then they'll move to 1800 for 2 operators, possibly 3, and then they'll move to 7046 for 2 operators, maybe 3 on that one too. Just depends. I'm gonna try to get up with them on some of them. I don't know. So it'll be.
Hey, do you have a bucket truck?
I do have a bucket truck.
You do realize this is Shenanigans, right? Can you take us up in the bucket?
Hold on.
Love it.
So
It might be a pain in the butt, but
the 2 operators will be Reed, Alpha Bravo 8 Alpha Sierra, and Mark, Kilo Juliet 8 Mike Romeo Hotel. Mark's coming down from Ohio, and I'm going to try to join them. Them 2 will also be roving on Tuesday as well. I don't think I can join on Tuesday, but they'll be doing 1823 and 4572 as a twofer, to 7053 to 7048 to 7045, and then possibly ending up in 5587 if it doesn't get dark long. We're about to.
Give me a minute. I got to take cover off.
Oh Lord!
All the guys I'm working with are going to be wondering what the hell I'm doing.
Oh, this is great.
We're about to be epic right now.
That's right. I hope you don't get
It's
fired.
one of those new inverter trucks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's a pain in the butt because you can't run a manhole off of it.
If you put the bucket straight up and down, and I mean, you think you could load it with like a G90?
Probably.
Well, a G90 will load anything. What are you talking about?
The stuff we're going to experiment with.
So Hayden, really, you don't have a reason not to hunt, because you could technically take you like a 6100 up in the bucket and just run you an infed off of the bucket drooping down, and you could hunt right like that all day.
Got it on the lower controls. Hold on.
Yeah. That would be funny. Like when you spot, you'll just drop an infed down.
Yeah, or just run an infed up.
Yeah. All the stuff we do on Shenanigans.
Which way am I going?
That's right. What other channel are you going to see somebody else going up in a bucket while on stream?
I don't know how to turn my camera around, but
this is so awesome.
There you go.
Oh my God. That is so awesome.
There we go. Oh, there's an apartment right next to me.
They're probably like, what the hell is this creeper doing outside of my window?
You seen it first on Shenanigans.
Oh, this is great.
Might have to make this private afterwards.
This is so awesome.
Anything for you, Dan?
Oh man, that's great. Oh, I mean, geez. So yeah, you've been working hard, huh?
Yeah. Well, we'll be doing 12-hour days tomorrow.
Yeah.
I was up at 5 over the weekend. Be in by 6. To work 14 hours.
Yep. Awesome.
Then when I get home, I'm your Huckleberry. Nobody will be there because the girls went to a Jelly Roll concert.
Jelly Roll. Well, it'll be nice and quiet. You can get some sleep.
Yeah, right. Nah, I still got the dogs.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, when we were in Huntsville,
let me take that off.
Terry was driving around the neighborhoods looking for a Jelly Roll cutting grass.
That's true.
I think that's a different person.
Oh, is that a different person? Okay,
I think so. It may be. I could be wrong.
I wasn't sure exactly. I just know he was looking for it. That's right. That's right. David Kilo Oscar 4, Golf Alpha Romeo. Get Jelly Roll says go Gamecocks.
Go Gamecocks. I'm gonna have to say that to him now.
David, you better hope that I don't draw your name in the Patreon Christmas party. That's all I'm saying.
You're gonna get a Gamecock.
Oh God. And if I draw Terry in his names, I'm just getting him like products to soup up to hover around. Everybody in the Patreon Christmas party is gonna be like, please God, don't let the king draw my name. Please don't let him draw my name.
Send you a box. Send you a box of wing nuts.
Yeah, funny stuff. Funny stuff. So now that you're not maintenance no more, are you going to be getting, once this issue's done, are you going to be getting more on a regular schedule again, or?
God, I hope the plan is sometime this quarter before the beginning of the year, they're going to put us back in construction. But the reason they pulled us out is because there's only like 8 of us total that know how to do this type of splicing, copper splicing anymore. And we needed 6 of us out here, and we ran 2 shifts over the weekend. So there was somebody out here 24 hours a day. So hopefully that's the plan, is to go back into construction sometime. But we'll be out here for a month doing this. I don't think we'll be doing 12-hour days the whole time. But
Nice. Yeah.
Cha-ching.
Because all right, so this is because of a fire hydrant install.
Yeah, I'll post some pictures. Well, I posted the picture in the admin chat.
Well, the reason why I'm curious is you would think the city or the county or whatever municipality is installing these fire hydrants would be smart enough to call before they dug.
Oh, they did. There were lines.
Oh.
They did it anyway. God bless them.
Those lines will move.
Yeah. That's what they thought. That's fun. I mean, stuff happens. That's why they keep us around.
That's right.
Yeah, funny stuff.
How's Terry said he wanted to activate tomorrow. Terry, how are you doing at your home park there, buddy?
He should be doing better. He went out and did a 3-person activation with us.
Yeah, but that doesn't help his overall spot placement.
We rolling? All right, fellas, I just got the word to head back to the garage.
All right, buddy. Be good.
I'll try and be on Wednesday.
All right, man.
So
Drive safe, brother.
Thanks for stopping by. Later, buddy.
7-3, everyone.